guys, and welcome back to the Cocoa Craft YouTube channel, and I'm here again in this month of May to talk about the May pattern, which is the maple dress. I have here all the samples, so I'm gonna go through the samples that I have here, showing you the options for the pattern and also the techniques that you will learn with the maple dress. So let's start. Yay! Okay, so I'm gonna start showing you the samples first and then talking about the techniques that you will learn. I wanna do this a little bit quicker than than the other videos that I think I just talk too much, so let's get on with it. So you've got this version which I think is perfect for the summer. You've got the skirt in this option is like shorter, a little bit more above the knee, but of course you can make it longer, shorter, whichever way you prefer. The maple dress has a lapel collar, it's got facings and then the four buttons at the front, and this version has short sleeves and an opening with a bow that I think, well, kind of like a tie bow, depending on the material that you use for that. I use bias binding, but you can use any other material, like part of the same fabric for the dress, whatever you want. So this opening here, I think it looks super cute for the summer, and I use viscose fabric for this one. It's from Atelier Brunette, and I made this sample years ago when I released the pattern, but I really like this version. I think it's like super light and flowy and cute for the summer. So this is the first sample that I have here. The second, this one is like a viscose twill, and I don't remember the brand, but it might be Atelier Brunette as well. I have the feeling that is the color and everything is like from their collection. So this option has the 3/4 sleeves with little cuffs, just like normal cuffs, and then in this case I added a ruffle along the lapel collar, just you know, to give that option for people if you want to, you know, make it a little bit different. And you can also add piping instead of a ruffle, or instead of just leaving it plain, you can do like a piping cord all around the lapel collar. So it's the same concept, it's just a little bit longer. In this version it's more like a midi skirt, and of course all versions have inseam pockets. And yeah, this one is also really cute and comfy to wear, maybe more for like a spring or autumn or something like that. And then the last option, which is a little bit wrinkled, just because I have a feeling that I've touched a pin, not sure, well, so yeah, this is the last version, and I use this brushed cotton, and I bought it at Ray Stitch in London years ago, and I really like this version because I think that is really nice for autumn and winter. You can wear like a turtleneck underneath or something like that, or like a normal top, and it looks really nice. And again, it's the same concept. On this one I added like an elastic on the cuff instead of doing like adding a normal cuff, and then same lapel collar. In this case is more like simple, and then the 4 buttons, which I really love these big ring buttons. I think they're really beautiful. So it's a little bit wrinkled because I use this as the sample to show my students when I do the sewing techniques course that I teach here in one of the places where I teach in Amsterdam. So I show them the lapel collar, and we do a lapel collar all together. So I use the pattern pieces for this, so I always bring this. So that's why it's a little bit wrinkled, but you know, this is the last sample. So yeah, that's it regarding the versions. And then about the techniques that you will learn, I think this pattern is good for more like advanced beginners, intermediate makers as well. So if you want to learn something more complex like a lapel collar, I think this pattern is really nice for that. And you have all the like steps on the instructions, you know, that comes on a booklet when you buy the pattern. And you also have a YouTube tutorial on the YouTube channel, so we'll leave the link below so that you can see that. And I show you all the steps. I think it's always really nice to have like a visual, apart from the drawings and the instructions, like something more like, you know, hands-on, showing you how to do it. At least for me, that helps a lot with, for example, knitting. Not as much with sewing, because I don't usually at this point I don't usually go and search for techniques, but with knitting that I'm still learning, so yeah, it is very useful for me just to see a person doing it with their hands, so hopefully that will help you. So regarding the techniques, mainly lapel collar, I think that's great to learn, because I think the construction is quite similar to when then you make like a jacket or something like that, you know, with double-breasted front. I think that's really useful. You will also do, of course, the facings, you will do the buttonholes, and then you do the pockets, the inseam pockets, you do setting sleeves as well, different types of cuffs, and then you will learn to do the one for the summer with the opening that you can finish with bias binding, and that's also something nice to learn. So I'm gonna check that I'm not forgetting anything. And also you will learn how to add the ruffle, which I think is a nice feature that you can, you know, so that you can make your dress a little bit different, or if you really love it, you can then make a different version out of it. And also the piping, that would be, you know, like a really nice added technique that you can learn as well. And also I was going to say something else and now I don't remember. Bow cuffs, buttonholes, buttons, lapel collar, facings. Oh yeah, you can use, for example, if you don't like, because you know that I usually do designs which are more like floaty, and not as tight or fitted. So in this case, you can always use a belt to, you know, make it a little bit closer. Of course, you can just take it in on the sides, or just work with the pattern pieces to make it a little bit more fitted if you want, but you can just go with a belt. And if you go to the blog post that I will leave on the description box about the pattern and everything, you will see an example of myself wearing one of the samples with a belt, and I think there you can see how it looks with that. So yeah, I think that's it. This pattern, I think, is, you know, one of those that works all year round depending on the fabric that you go for. And these are some of the examples. You can use double gauze, it would look really nice. I think it would really look really nice in denim, for example, as well. Chambray, you know, viscose, rayon, different types of cotton. If you go for something like viscose or rayon, it will have like a more floaty feeling. So for example, the summer or the viscose twill as well, more like a summery, more like loose silhouette I'm feeling. And if you go for something with more structure, like denim or one of those fabrics, or wool for the winter, cordura as well, I think it would work. Then it will have more, you know, like a proper structure. But I think it works as well with this dress, because for example there is not a gather skirt or anything like that, so I think it will look really nice, and you will have like a more defined color. So yeah, I think that those, I think, would work really nicely. So yeah, I'm gonna leave all the details on the description box so that you can check the pattern of May. And for June we have the plum dress, which is one of our best sellers, and I'm really excited about talking more about plum. And also I'm gonna film, just after this video, I'm gonna film another one showing you spring and summer makes that I finished, and then lots of projects that I have already cut and ready to go. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'll post the other one or this one first. I think I'll post this one first, and then you might see the other one later. So hopefully you will like that one as well. If you like this channel and videos, just subscribe, give me, you know, like and comment if you want as well. So yeah, I will see you very soon with spring and summer makes and plans and all the nice things. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!